No. Okay, first off, the love song is a very, it's a true testimony of mine. Very touching song, very poppy song. I'm so glad you chose that because that is my next single.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. I'm scheduled to shoot a video for it next month. The love song is basically a reflection of the real issues that has happened and occurred in my marriage.
Wow.
Within my marriage, with me and my wife, we was on the verge of divorce.
And you're married and you're 23?
Yes, ma'am.
I was 22 when I got married. Do you need Percocet or anything?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay.
We was on the verge of divorce in the middle of it, in the midst of it. That's when God speaks to you the most.
Yes.
When you are in the, in your tough time, when you're in the struggle, when you really just focus and sit down and try to hear what He says. He started speaking to me and He started showing me in the mirror. Started showing me what was wrong with me. So
I like
that song was basically just yes, ma'am. Just a reflection.
What about Lean?
Lean is something I recorded early on in my career. Awesome song, one of those dance snap ATL, type songs. Go Google it. Go look it up on YouTube. Get your snap on.
And last one, I don't know.
I don't know is awesome song right there. That right there is is basically dealing with what's going on in society within the youth, especially Black America. Me and shouts out to Lisa McClendon. I have a soul artist on there, neo soul artist / gospel artist. Her name is the national recording artist, Lisa McClendon. We are scheduled to do that video this weekend, as soon as I come home, touchdown at home in Jacksonville. So.
Wow, that is, well, you know what, T1, if you ever do another music video, let your manager know, and you need a mama,
yes,
you better call me.
Yes,
I got all sons, and
yes,
I can be a good mama.
You make good Kool-Aid?
I make good Kool-Aid.
Real good Kool-Aid.
Yes, I want you to tell the viewers, I want you to, first of all, before we go, I want you to tell people where they can reach you at, where they can go buy these CDs, who to contact if they want to invite you to their event, and then at the end, I want you to do a little rap and we can close it out. How
yes,
about
ma'am.
that?
We can do that. Well, I'm so humbled once again for being on the show. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for watching. You can contact or look me up on Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, and all that good thing, all that good stuff. But also, you can give my manager a phone call at 904-509-1627. That again is 904-509-1627. Or you can hit me up personally at 407-738-4308. That again is 407-738-4308. Follow me at Twitter, just at TJUAN.com. Also, go and get my project. I'm sorry. Go get my project off iTunes, Rhapsody, Amazon, off www.t1.com, TJUAN.com. And make sure you vote me on BET 106 & Park Countdown.
Oh, you got it.
Yes, ma'am. My single just dropped, Best Friends.
Okay.
And it's coming out. Well, it already has come out.
Okay.
And I debuted the video on BET 106 & Park, so that's a good look for the kingdom. Make sure you go vote that.
I'm so proud of you, young man. I'm so emotional right now. It's just so good to see that. Okay, T1, take us out.
Yeah.
Just do something before we go.
Anything?
I'm going to say my bye here, and he's going to do his thing, and then we're going to close it out. Just
okay.
Go. Just whatever you got to do.
You know what? I got something for you. You know what I love? A woman that's independent, a woman who God-fearing, know that she God-given, a woman that's on the grind, looking to settle down, a woman who understands the virtuous guideline. Strutting a high heel, walking in favor, keeping her head high, loving a hater. A woman who appreciates the work of a good man and know he the head, she still got her own plan. A woman who recognizes that she is a kept prize, know that she real fine no matter the waist size. Walking that lady walk and she in her right mind, talking that lady talking, speaking on God time, ain't worried about sister girl cause she got her own shine. Ain't worried about damn man cause she got her own nine. She got her own dimes. Why is she paying tithes, living the boundaries and drawing her own lines?
I love you. Oh. Bye. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Vanessa Waller Show. Man, we are having so much fun today. Maybe it's because it's Thursday and I get to go home in 2 days. I think that's it. I do have to say I miss my husband. But you know what? When I was in Seattle, and we were actually Tacoma, Washington, and it was the Seattle's Announcers Guild there, and we had so many different artists that came in that day, and I was able to cover it with Frank Walton. Well, I met this beautiful young woman of God who's been singing for a long time, and she was bringing down the house. Because I went out into the audience and I sat and I listened to her, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet her. She is here at the Gospel Music Worship of America. It's Amy Rushes, and guess what? When we come back, you get to meet Amy Rushes. Be back in a moment. everybody. Welcome back to the show. All right, just like I promised you, because you know I like to keep my promises. Miss Amy Rushes. How you doing, darling?
Vanessa, how you doing?
Good, girl. You know,
It's a blessing to be here.
That's right. It's a blessing to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what's so funny? When you came to Tacoma not long ago, we got so busy, and I was interviewing so many different people, and you just have the just beautiful smile. You're such a striking, beautiful woman. I want you to know, first of all, you know, because you can just clearly see that you enjoy what you do. When I saw you on stage singing, and you just was like bringing it. I mean, Amy, tell us about who is Amy Rushes? Who are you?
Well, basically, I'm just somebody that loves God. I mean, that's it.
Okay.
I just love God, and I love ministry.
Yes.
Ministry is everything to me. So that's who Amy is. I love God, I love people, and I love ministry.
But Amy can sing. Amy, how long now? When did you start singing, and why did you choose gospel, or did gospel choose you?
Okay.
Talk about
you know,
that.
gospel chose me because many years ago, a lot of you watching this know this, if you know me at all, but I went to a revival. My boyfriend took me to a revival, and my boyfriend, and we was in the clubs back then, and he took me to a revival in Los Angeles, and the pastor was Reverend James Cleveland.
What?
And he pushed me up to Reverend Cleveland, and he said, "You got room for one more?" And I looked at him like, "What are you doing?" And Reverend said, "Sure, come on." And that was it. That was the beginning.
No, wait a minute.
That was the beginning.
He pushed you. So did
pushed
he know the pastor?
No. He didn't know the pastor, and I didn't know anything back then. And Reverend graciously welcomed me into his church and into his choir.
Wow.
And the seeds were planted back then.
And so you were sold out.
I was sold out.
So were you singing, Amy, before you came to
I
the
was
church?
singing. I was singing in the, like I said, I was in the club.
Right. You was kicking it, right? Right.
Yes.
Dropping it like it's hot. Amy. Okay.
And, so then I
Wow.
got introduced to Reverend Cleveland and was introduced to the church because I wasn't church and I wasn't brought up in church. So
Okay.
Reverend Cleveland was my first church experience.
Okay, so where are you from? What city?
Los Angeles.
Okay, you're from Los Angeles.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
yeah. I like Los Angeles is very big. Everything's spread out.
Yeah.
And it's just so it's so busy and fast. But do you ever for one day think that your life would have been different if your boyfriend didn't take you, or would you would have still been singing? What do you think?
No. I think that was the divine connection.
Okay.
That was divine intervention, absolutely. For such a time as this.
Right.
You know, it took a long time to get here.
Right.
Long time.
Yes, but you've been a recording. So you sung in his choir,
Yes.
and we're here at the Gospel Music Workshop.
Yes.
And you know, I read about him, never met him. How was he like working with someone like that?
Consummate musician.
Okay.
So gracious, so welcoming. He's the only person that I've ever met that could go, shh.
Yeah, he did do that. Shh.
And dump a building. I mean, the people went crazy. And all he did was, shh. But that shh, it said everything. He was
Wow.
an amazing man, and I love him. I'm so grateful to him.
He left a legacy, didn't he?
Yes,
not?
he did. Yes, he
You know,
did.
it's so funny thinking about years ago, Amy, when we're going to talk about this. We won't take a break, but I'm going to put this in your mind.
Okay.
When you go to this majority black church,
Yeah.
and you're there, you're like probably the only white girl.
I was.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me about that experience, but we're going to take a break
Okay,
and come back.
good,
and I
good,
want to
good,
know.
good,
All right, we're
good,
going to
good,
come
good.
back with Amy Rushes. Be back in a moment.